So, well, I've got two questions. So my first question is, can we watch any of the adaptive surfing? Is it going to be streaming anywhere?
That's a very good point. So a lot of the surf competitions around the world now, the top rate ones, are streamed. And I'm pretty sure that the adaptive surfing games will be streamed. The ISA, the International Surf Association, do a really, really good job to put them on. All their other world championships are streamed, so I'd be very surprised if this one doesn't. It's 8 hours difference from California to here, and I'm sure the weather's very similar, so why don't you check it out. I'll send a link perhaps through to you guys and you can share it if you like.
And the second question I had was, you said that you're in 28 different countries and you go, and obviously a big part of that is sharing faith. And how does the language barrier work with that?
I speak 16 different languages. Those that know me know that's completely lie. I speak one language. No, it's incredible the way that the surf community, English, we are so fortunate. We're very lazy, or as a general rule we're lazy. But the first time I went to Scandinavia for the Christian Surfers Scandinavian gathering, there was a Swedish person and a Norwegian person talking to each other. And I said, what language are you speaking? And the Swede said Swedish and the Norwegian said Norwegian. And they were somehow connecting through. The language of surfing translates it because some things are really similar. So everybody understands actions. You know, the wave was up, and they just manage to speak the things that are really important to them. And the language of faith just comes through. So there is a real good understanding of English, but also those places where we go where English is not the first language, there will always be a translator for me. And especially when I go to the States, they'll need to translate to Queen's English, I think.
So the other thing you do is transform churches into skate parks. That's pretty remarkable. Some of the places you've been, I just wondered if you wanted to say a little bit about that.
Yeah, if you got me here for longer, I'd explain what we do with Christian skaters as well. So we have a mobile skate park, and we take our skate park into some churches. Has anybody been to Malmesbury Abbey? Beautiful 800-year-old abbey. And we take over that. Every February half term we build a skate park inside the abbey. Everything about the abbey is protected. We put a new floor down, all the fonts are all coloured up, and we open it up for 3 days for the community. We've also done it in Gloucester Cathedral. Now you can imagine some of this doesn't go down too well, and mostly by the people that don't even attend. I think they've got a right to tell us not to be there. But we've seen lives change as a result of bringing our skate park into places that potentially have got a new audience that wouldn't normally go into them. So yes, God loves skateboarders. Well, I don't know about scooter riders, but certainly skateboarders as much as surfers as well. Yeah.
You want a children's skate?
My wife had one or two bad experiences where I tried to push her into waves and we got the cord around my neck and therefore she doesn't surf anymore. My son's just getting into it, mainly because of the wave gardens opened up. My daughter loves surfing, providing the water temperature is 25 degrees. And this cross, by the way, at the end of each national gathering, we tend to do a big paddle out. And we couldn't do it in the sea on this day, so we organised it. This is in the lake in Hossegor. And it was the end of our international conference in France, and it just went viral, that shot. It was pretty beautiful. So that's all surfers, no specialists.
Dave's got a question.
Sorry.
We've taken our grandchildren and our children to the wave. Do you think, I mean, it's so popular there, do you think there will be more opening up in other parts of the country?
Yeah, so there's lots of rumours that open up, and there's some that will open up. So I know the crew at the wave really well. London is definitely on the go. It looks like Edinburgh should start. Birmingham probably will start. There's one in Manchester due. There's rooms on the south coast, and then there'll be maybe one or two others. But of course, it's a bit like the snow domes. You get to a certain thing, and you've got capacity, and therefore none of them make money. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's actually built. But it's opening their eyes. We run the adaptive surfing games here, and just to see people for the first time being given care and put onto the water on a surfboard in which they've never ever expected to do it.
Yeah, we were amazed when we read the first one, the people who needed assistance and all the facilities there.
Yeah.
They thought it was brilliant.
It's amazing.
Really impressive.
And Nick, the visionary behind it, that's his passion to see it. It's not just a money-making thing, or hopefully it makes some money, otherwise it will shut, but actually the whole blue, healthy, adaptive stuff and bringing communities that wouldn't normally get access to waves. Although the temperature, the sea temperature now is there, where it's gone down to 5.6 degrees, I think that's what it's been.
Well, thank you. I just a couple of quick questions. Have you got a favourite surfing beach?
Favourite surfing beach? That's a tough one. In North Devon, it's probably Barricane, which is just to the north of the main Woolacombe beach. On an international scale, it's a place called Jeffreys Bay in South Africa.
Have you gone to Portugal where the big wave is there? I can't remember.
Nazaré.
Yeah, Nazaré.
It's a frightening place to go, Nazaré. A couple of my friends are the big wave riders. They ride waves up to 70, 80 feet. I've been there to watch it, and the whole cliff just really crumbles as these huge waves come in from the canyon. And yet people are prepared to risk their lives, and that's the challenge of surfing. They will just keep pushing the boundaries. And therefore, there's a phrase, when the surf gets over 20 feet, there's no atheists in surfing.
Or at sea. Thank you for sharing. You have got this incredible schedule. I don't know how you keep up with it all, the travelling, just perhaps sheer organisational skill. It's quite awesome. Hopefully you'll get a Christmas break. What's your perfect Christmas day?
Perfect Christmas day is we normally, very regimented Christmas day. The kids will obviously come back home, and then we will do breakfast. We'll do stockings first thing, and Annie will do all 4 stockings. And then we will do one present before church, just one present. And then we'll go to church, and then we'll go to friends just for a pre-Christmas lunch drink, and then we'll have lunch together. Then it's the Queen, and then we were able to open the rest of our presents.
Wow.
There you go.
No surfing though?
No, never surf on Christmas Day. Family day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Phil Williams, fantastic. And, please stay to the end.